I just want to show you how we can install Vuetify to this our project here, because we used it in the previous project and I want to use it again because it's awesome. Two ways of doing it. You can either use your terminal down here, or you can use this project management tool, the UI here, to install it. I'm just going to go through this one first and show you how you can do this. So make sure you're in the correct folder, project, click plugins, and then add plugin up here. Not where you can search for it, but it's not here. But you need to add plugin, and this is all the plugins right now there's available, so you can see there's quite a lot. And what we want to use is Vuetify, right? Type that in, click it, and then you can actually install Vuetify here, and that's gonna like install it. And then you're going to be prompted with a few different choices, but that's one way of doing it. The other way is doing this one down here. So I'm just gonna create a new one here. And I'm just gonna create this one in here, so to not make everything go blow up. So view, add, I'm just gonna clear real quick, view, add, and then Vuetify, like so. So we're calling view, and then we're telling it to add a plugin. That's how they structure their system. And then we're just putting in the name of the actual plugin we're going to use. So I'm just going to hit enter, and it's going to prompt me in a little bit. So this is how it looks now, right? Remember, a lot of green text. And right now it's installing, and you could again done it here, clicking here. But it's going to prompt me with, like when we install the plugin, the project from start. We're just going to choose default for now. We don't really want to change anything up. We just want it the way it is because it's awesome. So let's just have this installed, and if we go back here and we actually go to plugins right now, you can see, ooh, it just popped up here. Woo, installed. So it just made it before it actually started. So this is also, of this UI, it's also a way for us to actually check if the plugins we're installing are actually installed and working. And if it's not stated installed or something, there's probably going to be a little, like, I can't remember where it is, but an indication that it's not working correctly or there's an error with it. But right now it's installed, and let's go check this out. So, that's almost pretty, right? It didn't work. We can try refresh, does nothing. This is okay. This happens when you do this, when you install a plugin. Sometimes you need to just make sure you restart the system because it's, because it needs to re-render everything. So back to my node 1 here, where I started my system, I'm just going to stop it. And for Mac, it's Control-C key, and for PC users, it's I think it's the same Control-C key to stop the operation that are running. So we're just going to restart it. No, actually, we're going to use this one here. So we could use npm run serve in our terminal, or for the UI, just go to the assignments, jobs, whatever it is, says for you, and click serve, and then we're going to run assignment or run serve or whatever it states here. And now you're just having a visual indication on how far it is building everything. This might take 10-20 seconds depending on your computer because it's re-rendering everything, putting in new code, changing files, and so on. If you want to have the output, this is what you will see in your down here. If you want to see this, then you can. Control panel, woo, idle 16 seconds, and it also gives us information if you want to check for stats for speed, so different connections and so on and so on, how long it took to pass things and everything. But let's go back here and now hit refresh. So this is now our page, and you see going from the green view to this light blue because we're using Vuetify. That means Vuetify is now installed and we have access to all these cool things we did in the last video as well. So the V container, V flex, V, all these things I can't remember the name of right now. But let's check out our files. Let's go to the first one, the index file first. This changed a little bit. There's now these two lines here where they're actually importing or linking to Google's material icon, so we can use all of those. It's linking to the Roboto text, and that's kind of it for this, I think. But let's just quickly, we have a plugin here called Vuetify, where it's importing, if they're using style arts, so the CSS preprocessor called that, and it's importing Vuetify here. Same down in our main here, we have a change here. We are actually importing Vuetify, so the system knows we're using it and it can be used. And if we just check our files real quick, you can see this changed as well. So suddenly, instead of just having div IDs and so on, we're actually using the Vuetifys with the v dash something before, v dash toolbar, v dash content, v dash, give me one where it says a little bit more. Come on. There we go, probably here. Yeah, v container, v layout, and v flex, right? So we can now use all these things in here, and that's awesome. So from the next video, let's start removing some of these things and actually start adding some new things, maybe a few components, so we can see how they work together and everything. Cool. See you in the next video.